So, hey everyone, and today we are going to do a simple Tinkercad based project on gas detection system. Now, the first step of doing this is to interface an I2C with Arduino. Now, why I'm saying this? Because while I was doing my project, I faced many issues while interfacing it, and no matter how much I corrected my circuits or code, the the LCD was not displaying my values. It was not displaying the status of gas sensor, so I faced a lot of trouble due to it. Now I'm going to explain to you how it's done. So now here we have connected ground to the ground of Arduino, VCC to plus 5 volts of Arduino, SDA to A4 pin, and SCL to A5. Now here, it's very important to select the correct type and address. By type, I mean processor of LCD and address of it, because if it's wrong, then your I2C will not be interfaced with your Arduino, and then you will be here roaming here and there for looking for videos to correct it. So here we have selected PCF based processor, and we have to select the size of 32, which is important. Now let me come to the code. So we need to include and library liquid crystal underscore I2C.h. And while we are designing our circuits, we need to include another library which is called wire.h. Now we have selected the correct address here, which is liquid crystal underscore I2C LCD. Now I have to set up my LCD, so I have initialized it. Now I have to set the cursor at 0, 0 position, and we have to set up our backlight and display. You can vary the backlight by using potentiometer. Now in the for loop, I have set my cursor to 0, 0 position, and I will be printing there hello, and I have put it a delay. Later at position 0, 1, I have selected to print world and delayed it by another 2000 milliseconds, and it will continue to do so. So let's start the simulation and look if it's working or not. See, it's properly working. Now we can proceed further for circuit diagram and connections. So now we are starting our project, and we have connected our gas sensor along with buzzer, LEDs, and I2C to Arduino. So we require 4 resistors of 220 ohms each, 3 different LEDs of blue, orange, and red color. Along with it, we require gas sensor and buzzer. Now in market, if you go to buy gas sensor, it has only 4 pins named MQ2. But here in Tinkercad we have 6 pins. Now why 6 pins have been given? Because 3 have been given for power supply. Because in online simulation, if we have given only 1 pin for power supply, it might not work properly. So we require 3 pins for that purpose. And each of these 3 pins have been connected to power supply. Now I will start my project. Let me start the simulation. It might be a bit laggy as my system is heavily loaded. The gas concentration is safe. Let me increase the volume for you all to hear. It's safe. It has been now given an buzzer. We need to call the emergency for this purpose. So that's how this works. Now let me come to the code. Here we have included the library wire.h, as I have told you previously, and liquid crystal underscore I2C library. We have defined the correct address for it. Now we have defined blue as digital pin 2, orange 3, red 4, and buzzer 5. And for sensor we are taking analog input. Now we have done void setup for each of the LEDs and buzzer, and we have to serial begin, and it will initialize the LCD and backlight. Now in void loop, initially I have kept it low, and the sensor value will read the analog pin. And now we have set the cursor to 0, 0, where it will print the gas concentration, and at position 0, 1 it will print its state. Now if sensor value is greater than equal to 40, then digital write would be high and buzzer would be high. At 0, 1 position, it will print call emergency, and at value greater than equal to 25, it will turn on LED orange high and print alert, and for blue it will be printing safe. Now if you want to change the tone of the buzzer, then you can change the delay of it. This delay you can change it to provide more clear sound of the buzzer. And at last we have provided a delay to, as when we are starting the simulation and the power supply goes in, it requires some delay to be stable, and then the readings are taken. So thank you for viewing this video. I hope you like it. I will provide the code in the description along with this circuit. If you face any issues, you can write in the comment section.
एक तो लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए, लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए, 5000 लौटे दिख जाना चाहिए।